Good evening, everybody. All right. We're going to get started. Thanks for coming to the webinar. I know we have a lot of people. We have a packed house. We got some great information. So, guys, I want to ask you a question. If we could share some information with you that would undoubtedly change the way people do business worldwide, would you want to know about it? Okay. Now, in the next 20 minutes, you're going to discover what Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and many other visionaries of our time are investing hundreds of millions of dollars in. But let me first off start by asking you this question. Have you ever purchased anything on Amazon, eBay, or Groupon? Okay, probably a silly question, right? Well, guys, my name is Jeremy Barnett. I've been in online marketing for the last 12 years. I would say that I'm pretty good at it. I've made my living doing it for the last 12 years. I've been a coach. I've done a lot of social media marketing trainings and major events. I'm also a marketing systems creator, okay? And what we're about to show you guys tonight is the most exciting thing that I've ever been a part of in my entire, 12-year career online, okay? So I want you guys to imagine if businesses or consumers were rewarded Bitcoin, okay? Let me say that again. They were rewarded Bitcoin for every deal sold on eBay, Groupon, or Amazon since their inception, okay? And I want to talk a little bit about kind of the money commerce. Here, you guys remember, we started with fiat currency, at least the people that, that are probably on this webinar today. That's what you remember, cash. It started with cash, and then it moved into credit cards, okay? That was kind of the dawn of the first digital age of moving transactions, money out of banks through these plastic cards. And a lot of people took a while to adapt to that. Okay, but now everybody has a card in their wallet, and most people don't carry cash anymore, okay? So what we're talking about is the new evolution of money, and it's called digital currency. And the first coin that was produced in the digital currency realm was the Bitcoin, okay? And if you guys can look this up if you want to after the webinar, but Bitcoin is worth $1,200 today. It has surpassed the price of gold. So this is no joke what we're going to be sharing with you tonight, okay? Guys, Bill Gates, here's some credible pieces we got here on this slide here. Bill Gates says Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And in the future, financial transactions will eventually be digital, universal, and almost free. And let's move down to the bottom left. This is one of my favorite ones. Blythe Masters. She was the most successful person on Wall Street history as a female, okay? How serious should you take this as far as cryptocurrency? She says, I would take it as seriously as you should have taken the concept of the internet in the early 1990s. And everybody knows Richard Branson, okay? Billionaire. He's personally invested over $30 million in Bitcoin startups so far, okay? And up there's Mark Andreessen. Everybody knows who he is. He created the web browser Netscape, and he believes blockchain technology will impact the world more than the internet has. And he's also invested millions of dollars. All right, so guys, I want you guys to imagine buying Bitcoin back in 2009 at its inception at 2 cents per coin and seeing your $1,000 that you would have invested back then. Let's just say you did that. You would have 50,000 Bitcoins, and you would watch that grow to $58,499,500, okay? And there it is right there on the exchange, okay? That's the price right now. Actually, the price is about $1,200, okay? So this slide's a little dated, but imagine that, guys, okay? So I want you to kind of put that in your minds because what we're going to show you tonight is going to absolutely make this become a reality for you guys, all right? So I want to introduce bitqyck. This is our cryptocurrency. We have our own internal cryptocurrency, and we want to talk about Bitcoin versus bitqyck, okay? Bitcoin, all right, old technology, late to the game, started at 2 cents, now it's over $1,200. Actually, that's actually true. I looked at it today, it's $1,213 as of right now. Slow processing though, guys, approval times 12 minutes to 24 hours for it to actually settle and be in the person's, possession, okay, whoever you're sending the coin to. It's not designed for the masses, okay? There's only 16 million coins ever produced in Bitcoin today. And I believe that all 21 million of them that are supposed to be mined will never, ever happen, okay? Because it's too slow and it's too hard to get the coins, okay? Now, let's look at bitqyck. This is our own cryptocurrency. We're ahead of the curve, guys. Currently, 2 cents, same story. Processing approval time, less than 10 seconds, okay? You get 1/10 of a share of our bitqyck Inc. common stock embedded in every coin. So every person that holds this coin will have stock in our company. Okay, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. I'm going to bring on my partner, and he's going to wow you with how great this company is. Okay, creating true value through the bitqyck platform. All right, coin owned by the value creators. What does that mean? The value creators are you listening to this webinar and all the people around the country, and we're going to explain that here in just a second. Okay, bitqyck is the convergence of e-commerce, a $1 trillion industry, the blockchain. The blockchain is the future of transactions. Everybody says it. Every great mind says it. So just take that to the bank. US-based bitqyck cryptocurrency and direct to consumer marketing. Okay. Now, guys, I want to introduce one of my best friends. He's also the VP of bitqyck, Chris McMahon. We've been friends for about 7 years, but he has 32-year history of success in B2B sales and advertising and business database management. And he's going to come out here right now and he's going to share with you the story of bitqyck and why so many people are just, flocking to this company in droves. And we're just having amazing success stories, guys. Chris, come on out here and tell us why bitqyck is the company of the future.
Hey, Jeremy, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, guys. There's never been a movement like you're going to see tonight. Feel fortunate that somebody invited you to come here. Now, I'm sure you've heard that language before, but after you listen intently and very carefully to what we're talking about tonight, you're going to understand why I confirm the statement that I just said. You see, we're going to revolutionize the landscape of the daily deal market space. And that's just one vertical of bitqyck Inc. So Groupon, go ahead and move on over because there's a new game in town where we benefit not only the business, but the consumers as well. Now, everybody knows a Guido's restaurant. You know the owner. He comes to work before everybody shows up, his employees. He's working all day long, and he closes the shop, lets everybody go home, and he spends another couple hours there. That makes up 95% of all businesses in America are small to medium-sized businesses. We've got a model that's going to absolutely help them grow exponentially. And once you get a part of this company, where you too are becoming an owner, you will have a fiduciary responsibility to go out and see as many business owners as possible once you see this incredible business model. Now, here's the basic flow of a Groupon. Guido's is offering a $100 value. The Groupon price is $69, and they split it 50-50. And so there's three players. There's the consumer, there's Groupon, and there's Guido's, and it ends right there. But at the end of the day, Guido's is only getting $34.50, and they're getting paid in 60 days. Well, if we're going to change the landscape, if I'm going to validate everything I just said earlier, that we are going to revolutionize the industry, that we're going to make it 10 times better for businesses, we're going to have to do something. bitqyck works much better than Groupon, and it starts here. First of all, we're going to provide more cash than Groupon has ever offered their merchants. In this case, we're only going to take 30% and do something absolutely magnificent with it. So we're going to give 70% back to Guido. So now he's almost close to break even on his halfway mark with this deal. Instead of getting $34.50, he's going to get $48.30 plus he's going to get paid in 7 days. I want you to think about that. From a cash flow standpoint, that is king for a restaurant. If we stopped right here, we could probably enroll every single merchant on Groupon. But no, we take it a step further. What do we do with that extra $20.70? We break it up and we divide it right now. You heard a little bit about bitqyck. It's a digital currency, and it includes 1/10 share of common stock in our company with every coin that is earned, allocated, purchased, or rewarded. We also take part of that $20.70 and we split it into a commission structure of 25% that goes to different individuals that help make up this transaction. Now let's talk about the transaction for a minute from a Bitcoin allocation standpoint. Now listen real carefully. Right now, BitKey is at 2 cents. Remember, Jeremy shared with you a slide that Bitcoin was at 2 cents. Right now, it's at 2 cents. So what we do is we take $20.70, we divide it by the value of the coin. That equals 1,035 BitKey for this particular transaction. But we do something remarkable with this, something that is go absolutely viral throughout the business sector and the consumer sector. And that is we divide that by 4. So first and foremost, we reward the restaurant. Not only did we give him a new customer, not only did we give him more money up front, not only did we pay him sooner, but we allocated 259 BitKey for every single transaction for Guido's. And within that 259 BitKey is 26 shares of common stock in bitqyck Inc. Now I want you to get that real carefully. 26 shares of common stock in bitqyck Inc. What does that mean to Guido's? That means Guido's has a vested interest in our success just as much as we have a vested interest in his success. He's going to want to do as many transactions as possible, and we want him to do as many transactions as possible. But it doesn't stop there. What about the individual, the affiliate, the free affiliate, the affiliate that didn't cost him a nickel to get involved in our business, went ahead and talked to Guido's because he saw him online or he's a buddy of his, and he says, Guido's, we have something so much better than Groupon. As a matter of fact, they truly have a vested interest in your success, and it doesn't cost you anything to get involved, and they're going to do this, 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 and this, and it's going to be worth it to you. So guess what? He earns 259 BitKey. He is now an owner in our company. He's got 26 shares of common stock in our company. But here's where the brilliance continues to kick in. I've been in business, as you heard from Jeremy, for over 32 years, working with small to medium sized and even very large customers, big businesses, right? And in this case, customer retention is absolutely critical for a business owner. What could be more retention getting than for the customer to earn common stock by patronizing our businesses on our platform? Think about that. Every time a customer purchases a deal on our platform, they are earning BitKey, digital currency that has all the expectations to grow, and they're earning common stock in a revolutionary advertising and marketing technology company. Man, it's never been done before. The more you spend, the more you save for retirement. Think about that concept. The more you spend, the more you save for retirement if you're buying deals on our platform. You think that'll go viral? You betcha. And if that wasn't enough, we're allocating 259 BitKey to the person that cared enough about that customer, says, hey man, you need to be a part of this program. Whether they found them on social media, church, school, whatever, they offer this for free to that affiliate. It's just priceless. So here's how we split up the commission. I told you there's 25% allocated out of each deal. In this particular deal, that was $5.20. So in addition to earning the BitKey, here's this business affiliate who enrolled for free, earns $1.60 on every single transaction. The person who referred that affiliate to this business model earned 80 cents. The person who referred the customer earned 80 cents. The person who referred that customer to get into this business and support our businesses earned 40 cents. And then, of course, there's this thing called the global sales pool that I'll talk to you about a little bit later. But it's really what's nice about this is the company splits this up into an 80% cash benefit for you, if you're any one of these people on the screen, and 20% in BitKey. So they're absolutely helping you build a retirement account for yourself. And you're building stock in a company by yourself without ever paying a nickel to get involved. It's just brilliant, people. I mean, I hope you're really listening. Now let's take a look at this from a picture standpoint, because I love pictures. Okay, you've got 6 people on this screen. You've got people that were associated with the business enrollment, and you've got people that were associated with the consumer enrollment and action. Now, if you learned anything thus far, all 6 of these people paid not 1 cent to be a part of our company. Yet every single person on this screen is being compensated in one way or another. That alone is revolutionary in its own right. It is a total dramatic shift a disruptor, if you will, within the daily deal market space. So let's take a look at this for a minute. Tom, who knew Steve, earns 80 cents on this transaction. Steve earned his $1.60 plus 259 BitKey. And of course, the business earned more cash by doing a deal with us. They got paid quicker. They earned new customers. And of course, they got 259 BitKey. Mark, who thought enough about Lucy, got her in the business. He earned 40 cents. Lucy found the customer, the actual customer. She earned 80 cents and 259 BitKey. And of course, Jenny, the customer, not only got the deal, but she got 259 BitKey and all the stock that comes with it. Folks, it doesn't get any better than this, except for one thing. Let's go back to Lucy for a minute. I love Lucy. You know why? Because Lucy could be a single mother. She could barely be living from paycheck to paycheck. She may have lost her husband in war. But because Mark thought enough about her, she has now a chance to build a retirement account for herself, a college education for all 4 kids. All she has to do is go out and share it at church, share it at the schools. Heck, she's got 4 kids. She could share it at all schools, all PTA meetings, and she could literally sign up hundreds and hundreds of people. She may even know a few businesses because, you know, they may have dry cleaned her husband's clothing or whatever the case may be, and she can get those people involved. And she's got a legitimate business model for the rest of her life while she still raises her children. Folks, there is no excuse to have any unemployment in this country from this day forward. All you have to do is reach out to people. Let's go back to this Guido's deal for a minute because I want you to see the magnitude of what we're doing. Guido's does 3,500 transactions in a single 60-day period on this particular deal. This is a live deal. We're not making smoke and mirrors here, folks. This is a 3,500 deal transaction with Guido's over a 60-day period. This is where the rubber absolutely proves that it is hitting the road, baby, because 259 BitKey times 3,500 deals is 906,500 BitKey that goes to who? First and foremost, it goes to Guido's. Secondly, it goes to the person who signed up Guido's, that guy Steve, remember? Okay, and now it is spread out to all those customers that bought the daily deal. They too earned 259 BitKey. So 906,000 BitKey are floating amongst some 3,500 customers that purchased this deal. And then of course, all those people that enrolled these customers are sharing in the BitKey as well. So now you can see how we can touch so many lives in any given community. This is one merchant, 3,500 transactions, and we most likely opened up 5,000 e-wallets that hold common stock in our company and digital currency, if not cash, for the individuals. You see how powerful that is? Take a look at the for a minute. Right now we know it's 2 cents. So that's an extra 18,000 for Guido's or an extra 18,000 for Steve. But what if the coin goes to 5 cents? That's an extra 45,000. What if it goes to 10 cents? That's $90,000, people. Do you get that? What if it goes to $1? We just made Guido's almost a millionaire. Bitcoin went to $1,200. I'm not going to go past $1. We might go to $50. We also might go to 50 cents. But at the end of the day, we're going to grow exponentially because unlike Bitcoin, we are on the cutting edge of the platform of the blockchain and the Ethereum platform that we facilitate it with. We're on the cutting edge of that. We can make these transactions go in split seconds. But I'm just saying if we have 10 cents or $1, we're making millionaires off of a single 60-day transaction at a restaurant. Now think about this. There are 6 60-day cycles in a year. Well, if Guido's is so successful, don't you think he's going to want that offer up every single month? Absolutely he would. So 6 times 906, this guy's at 5.4 million BitKey, and so is the guy who enrolled him. Think about that. And we have tens of thousands of customers in the marketplace that are holding BitKey. If you know anything about digital currency, guess what? It's rising with the demand and all the e-wallets that are out there. So of course it's going to go up. We just can't tell you how much. This is mind-boggling. And before we move on to the screen, I want everybody to understand this one. This is one merchant. And let's go back to the year example. He's sitting on 5.4 million BitKey. So's the guy who enrolled the merchant. 5.4 million BitKey. That's 540,000 shares of common stock in our company for each person, right? The business owner as well as the enroller. 540,000 shares. If our platform Quick Deals, we have multiple verticals. This is just one, folks. This is just one. If Quick Deal sells for $40 billion, which is not uncharacteristic of what's happening in this space, Groupon's worth about 68 billion. Okay, guess what? This guy's sitting with 540,000 shares of stock. He's going to get dividends on every single share. He could retire, quit, and have somebody else run his restaurant. And here's the kicker. He gets to keep his coins. He still has 5.4 million coins. If it's a buck, he's sitting on $5.4 million. Man, I hope you get that. No company ever in the history of time has ever opened their books on the open ledger of the blockchain for people to be owners of a company, stockholders of a company, by simply participating. It's massive. In addition to that wonderful enrollment of encapsulation of BitKey, we've got $5,600 going out to Guido's. The guy who enrolled Guido's, which is Steve, that's 3,500 deals. Tom earned 2,800. All the customers earned 2,800. Mark and his people who enrolled all these people earned 1,400. And again, the global sales pool is $5,600 just on a single merchant with 3,500 transactions. Can you imagine if you've got 10 of these, or 20 of these, or 30 of these, and they replicate during the course of a year? I hope you're catching this. Now, we do have an opportunity for you to come on board as a free affiliate, and that is going to continue for the rest of our lives as far as the company is concerned. You can take this business part-time, full-time, or 24/7. It's entirely up to you. You want to be a part of this seismic shift? Join us. It's free. It doesn't cost you a nickel. But we do have something else for you. We have an early adapter first movers program. Now, we have been doing this since March 1. So if you're late to the game, we apologize. Feel fortunate that you're here because you absolutely have the opportunity to purchase BitKey tonight for as little as 2 cents. Imagine if you could have bought Bitcoin at 2 cents back in January of 2013. You wouldn't be on this webinar. You'd be out in the Pacific somewhere in Hawaii in one of the most expensive homes ever, because you would have earned over $58 million had you just held it for 4 years. Now, what's interesting is we've grabbed some serious momentum, and we're down to 3 packages. That's right. You've only got 3 packages left. So if you've seen a previous webinar, guess what? Those previous packages are no longer available. We've sold out of the top packages. Now you can come in at $4.99 and earn 30,000 BitKeys. Or you can come on at $3.49 and earn 20,000 BitKey. Or you can come on at $1.99 and earn 10,000 BitKey. Having them in your pocket, wouldn't it be nice to have 10,000 BitKey and have that thing go to 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks? It'll be unprecedented for a drop of $199, wouldn't you think? I'll let you do the math on 10,000 times whatever dollar amount you want. And then, of course, if you're going to help others get involved before May 1st, you have an opportunity to get paid 10% on whatever they buy, whether they buy $500 worth or $400 worth or $300 worth, you get a 10% on that. And if you have a friend that does the same thing, you get 10% of his enrollment of BitKey purchases. So it's a 100% match. So if it's on a $500 deal, you're getting 50 bucks. If your friend does it, he gets 50 and you get 50. Real simple stuff. And it's only until May 1st to see whether or not you qualify. Now, what's interesting is what I shared with you earlier is we do have extra verticals in our program. We have apps that are just priceless that are on iTunes already. Okay, so if we sell Quick Deals, we don't necessarily sell Quick Eats. Quick Eats is our delivery business. okay, where we go right after Uber Eats. Now, I've talked to Uber drivers all day long, and Jeremy will attest to that. When I go to when I go to Dallas, which we go almost every week now, we're in Ubers all the time, and not one of those guys ever say that they are getting stock in the company from Uber by every drive that they have. Well, guess what? We're going to pay every single driver cash plus earn stock in our company on every single delivery. You think that's going to go over well? Guess what? No matter who we talk to, they enroll. That simple. And we've got the same for people like Pizza Hut and Domino's. They already have a delivery system, but the reason they'd want to do business with us is, number one, we have a vested interest in their success. We're only going to take 10% off the top, but in return, they're going to get a new customer. They get free advertising, and they earn stock in our company, and they get digital currency. Folks, it doesn't get any better than that. Seriously. So let's talk about this next thing called the Global Sales Incentive Program. If you help us raise $10,000 between now and May 1st, whether you came on board in March or whether you come on board tonight, if you help us raise $10,000, that means you go out and you find 20 people that want to do the $500 package, okay, along with yourself. Guess what? You're going to go into this magnificent pool called the Platinum pool, and it's paid for life. Now, what does that mean? Chris, what does that mean? It means that all the earnings of the company go into a global account, and we take 10% of that global account and we allocate it to the value creators that helped us raise money between now and May 1st of this year. This thing cuts off May 1st at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you have until the end of the month to raise $10,000. Get as many soldiers in the field as feasibly possible. You're going to want them, by the way, because you'll benefit by having as many soldiers in the field, calling on businesses, bringing on their friends, neighbors, relatives, church associates, you name it, okay? It's to your advantage. Now, I'm going to paint you a real picture. The real picture is Groupon, okay, hit $2.6 billion in their third year. We have a much better model. We've already proven that to you tonight. We also have the fact that they've proven that it's a sustainable model. It's not like we're recreating the wheel. What we're doing is we're throwing on a brand new set of incredible tires that can take on any NASCAR driver. Okay, that's going to be incredible in its own right. Think about that. If we did just $2 billion, 10% of that is 200 million. That's right, 200 million. And if we had 1,000 shares in the pool, that means each share is worth $200,000. Now, whether it takes us 2 years or 10 years to get to that point, wouldn't you want to be a part of that pool? You darn right you would, because it's paid for life. I'm going to give you another example. Groupon has 83 million members, people that are signed up for free. If we just hit 5%, 5%, folks, and we'll hit that, trust me, and it won't take long. It might take a year or two. I don't think it'll take more than 2 years. But if we just hit 5%, and each of our members obviously knows that they are earning stock in our company with every purchase they make. If each member simply made one $35 purchase per week, less than most auto ships in this world, and we are not an MLM, okay? But if each person simply made one $35 purchase, we are a $2.2 billion company, which means 220 million goes into the pool. Now I'm going to give it back to Jeremy to close out, but I want you to think about that one. Thanks, Jeremy.
Awesome, guys. And Chris, that was just amazing. Every time you present this, I just want to sign up again. Listen, guys, I want you guys to understand there is like about 2.5 weeks or so to really, crank it up. So I want you guys to, right now we're just going to do a call to action. You guys can get signed up. And I want to let you guys know that if you were invited to this webinar via an email, there's two ways that could have happened. You could have come here through just a regular email. There's no link in it, whatever, get back with them. But I want to show you a lot of, let me show you guys real quick. I'm going to go over to this. you guys will probably recognize this is one of our systems that you guys will be able to plug into. It's called our webinar recruiting system. This is going to work for you guys just the same way that, as you guys are on this webinar now, somebody probably sent you an email that looked kind of like this. Do you recognize that? Well, at the very bottom of that email, there is a bitqyck.me / a 6-digit number. Okay. So if you have one of those, refer back to the email that invited you to the webinar. And the subject line was, what if Groupon gave you money for nothing? If you have that email, then you will have an actual link of the affiliate that invited you, whether it's a friend of yours, whether you came through one of the capture pages and you're just taking a look and now you're really excited. That's how you get started. So again, what Chris said, you can sign up for free. And then when you get in the back office, okay, you get in the back office, you're going to be able to upgrade your package to either the $199, the $349, or the $499. Guys, take advantage of that because we don't know what the coin is going to go to after May 1st as we start to, get out on the exchanges, the public exchanges, etc. Right now is the best time that you can get started with this. And guys, we got an amazing system to help you guys be successful. How to sign up lots of businesses. We have all the tools in place, okay, with the bitqyck marketing system. So guys, get plugged in. Get back to the person that brought you to the webinar. Tell them that you're all in. Get your package, okay? And if you got this email, then you can go right there and sign up, okay? Just click on the link below, and you're good to go. So again, guys, just get started. Get started somewhere. Don't break the bank. Sign up. Get started. Grab yourself BitKey. We believe the price is going to be just shocking this year because of the reach that we have, the wallets that are going to be created naturally. So get started. This is the most exciting thing Chris and I have ever done, and we've done some things that have made a lot of money in this industry. And I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to change, communities, local markets. It's going to change people's lives, and it's very, very simple. Now, as you can see, it's a very simple message. So get started tonight. Plug in with us. We have a Monday night training. And then we have Tuesday and Thursday night webinars that we do. And sometimes it's different speakers. So plug into our system. But again, you guys are going to have all the support that you need. Thanks for coming to the webinar, and we will see you guys on the inside.